bombs that they ran back at Champions. You guys didn't feel like the likelihood of them running that again? Oh yes! We got the Sova, yes!
I know you were an insane
I'm
fan
so happy.
I'm a big fan of it. So, you know, with the fade. Oh, this is what I've been wanting for so long.
Which doesn't last long, they fall back. You get a reveal up and over, a fight quickly. They're looking to pressure A completely.
Yeah, and the damage was already done. Two players tagged desperately low and an easy take already on towards this A site. Wrap around from MOLSI and Destrian. Try and get back into some sort of position. A bit of a whiff from Stella.
Knife, it could make a difference. It's come through, and I don't think it's caught the Astra.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to get back into position. Trying to throw out a little bit of utility, but they need to get themselves onto that spike. Still with stars remaining. And Destrian, a nice couple of shots at least, but it is a yeah, and that's the thing. So much weaponry invested into this round. Rotation coming in fairly quick, but this is very direct from the side of 100 Thieves. Just looking to try and pick up the pace. ceNder is playing a risky game around the edge of those smokes, trying to find something, but he does. They haven't managed to catch him. All of that utility thrown into the corner. Well, they assumed it was clear. Somehow, though,
And once he goes back towards that back of sight and towards the elbow, he is taken down immediately. Twisten now left alone in that position, but there's two players on the site ready to help, one of which is MOLSI, the player I said on this map especially. He was on a tear and, well, off to a good start in this rifle round. 3 kills under his belt already, and they'll get away with only one player falling.
definitely becoming a little bit more awkward for some of the defenders, but even though the information's there, the aggression is still so successful. Destrian with the trade onto BONECOLD. Okay, that
right. I mean, it's wide open for now. They can get the plant, but it's this aggression out of Cryo. Such a star player. He needs to turn up, and MOLSI on the other side. This guy's still putting up the numbers. They've got a good foothold now to get back in. A great flash. Stellar stuck inside a nano swarm, and he's going to be taken down, but he got one first. A chance, perhaps, a 1v3, and he won't even get the first. Vitality. Now that means they can force a lot more close-range duels, and, well, a lot of duels going down for ceNder. He needs to back out of here. They're swarming him, and they've got the kill. That's an upgraded rifle for them. Sure, they might not have the advantage, and, well, the flank from Twisten could be deadly.
Yeah, they've already taken down MOLSI, though. Not dead, but even still on the ground. Twisten might not even expect the second player to still be here, and up above he goes with the shorty. Cryo trying his best, but it isn't quite going to work, handing things back into a 4 versus 4, and they're actually using this Viper screen to get that little bit further, trying to play deep within that position. The thing is, though, the lockdown is going to force them out of the pit. They're going to have to go all the way back into their afterplants.
But there's a cosmic divide down. They know this can be diffused right under their nose. They've got to be careful. Immediately, there it is! The snakebite sees inside the pit. A triple kill in the round coming out of Stellar. What? A flawless finish for this man, and a round for 100 Thieves. Tiny bit of space, and he will answer up. Twisten. That's going to be the Blade Storm popped right, and certainly something that's going to make 100 Thieves pump those brakes.
Yeah, in fact, the rest of the team have just rotated away. They're like, okay, B's locked down by Twisten. We don't need help from anyone else. And then you've just got this deep control currently being held. Now, this is something that Destrian has done so regularly. You almost feel like that should have been expected. He's been pushing this. And here is just to try and slow them down. Wait for those rotations. Maybe still a little bit further behind. Asuna with an opportunity to try and turn this back, but they are being slaughtered. A flawless round off the back of a Thrifty.
Yeah, just great space taking coming out of Cryo. He's managed to get himself all the way close to water, spotting out the rotations. He hoped to find a kill, but nothing will be landed. Derrek caught lurking late through middle, and this is a disaster because they're already waiting on the site. 100 Thieves running into that stack, red like a book, and it's BONECOLD with the 3K. Although Cryo, well, he's going to actually become the problem. Instead, going for the flank through our late.
This is doing
Hunter's Fury, damage, and keeping them off the spike. And that's all they need for Cryo to get into position to completely close this round out in their favor.
Yeah, just buying that extra little bit of time. Nobody on the spike, not halved, and what Destrian will at least be able to get one, but the clock is already gone. Twisten actually trying to take the fight with the operator. And I think Destrian might be going down with the ship.
Yeah, I think he is. That is going to be a 4th round foes as they make their way on through. ceNder, 1 kill, and he'll be playing into this with his ultimate, and there it is. He can't get out, though. There's too many players waiting for him, and a spam from Cryo puts them way ahead. 100 Thieves, they've got their post plan set up now, Tom, and, oh, this is where they're scariest.
Yeah, Bang still keeping that aggressive control, but the rest of the team already falling all the way back. You kind of expect as well your Astra to be playing the post plant, but he's just holding within this smoke. Doesn't manage to get the kill initially, but again, eventually that trade comes through, leaving just MOLSI. 1v4, an impossible scenario to come out with anything, really. Even damage won't matter too much for 100 Thieves going into that final round. He can at least try and get his ult online, but that will not come through.
The double doors, I mean, this push, it's uncouth, but it's going to work out. Asuna, of course he doesn't expect that. How could you? And now the ultimate's got them all. That is all of the information. 100 Thieves are going to run into this with Vitality more than ready. Players flooding in towards the side. A snakebite actually makes it a big challenge to get back in, and they commit to it. This is going to cost them quite heavily, although the lockdown coming into play, it could cause some headaches for these players, but they instead try to stay aggressive. Well, that'll just about deal with Twisten. Okay, I think he was about to make a shot.
In the smoke. His teammate of Destrian trying to do what he can with the wall bangs, but it just isn't happening. Cryo has put another in the grave. It's left all onto Destrian.
Flowers instead, so at least that operator's backing off, but it's in a prime position to catch him as a repeat comes through. And bang, doesn't need any. So they're putting Vitality in a box right now. There's nowhere these players can go other than into their crosshairs, and that seems to be a death sentence so far to actually deal with them, especially because these guys on long are just waiting for their teammates on site to come rushing through. Twisten delays them a little bit, but a defuse is now underway, and there's no denying it. 100 Thieves have another pistol.
Yeah, that was the thing. All they were waiting for on long was...
I'll tell you what, that's a first for me. I don't think I've seen anyone try that before. Cryo missing the shot, but he doesn't lose his life for his trouble. ceNder has a couple more to worry about, but he's cleaning him up. A triple kill, that's the operator to finish it. And the A side, well, it's not theirs yet. There's still some trouble brewing, and this man responsible for an ace before inside of his Viper's pit. He's off to a good start with the first and the second spike on the floor.
What?
Stellar coming in with 3, and this round is back up for grabs.
Oh no!
On the Thieves side, a bit of a whiff, but Twisten on 20.
I think realizing now that they moved away, in fact, even going to use the star to cover off the one unsafe angle, but this could be a free fight. Never mind, Twisten is expecting it. A little bit close. Damage
done. Some players tagged up. They know where Bang is, and they've got ceNder to deal with him. Great sees of the A side. And now they look for a little bit more. In fact, ceNder going right up into them, but Cryo's
cover.
waiting.
Very good cover. Important at that. Stella trying to get something, and it's Cryo once again. This operator in his hand. Oh, it's devastating. And now BONECOLD. He's going to try and buy himself a little bit of time. He still has that gravity well available, a stun as well. Gets the first shot, and bear in mind, Derrek's still low from earlier in the round. Not hit initially, but again, a nice shot from Cryo. But just a moment of brilliance from this attacking side. Looking to take that space, still Stella. Could be problematic. Getting aggressive, gonna spot out BONECOLD. It's a little bit labored though with the spray. That gives an opportunity here. A 5v3, still a decent amount of finances. I wouldn't be surprised if 100 Thieves go for this.
They probably will, but Twisten, he's in a great position to catch them off. 11-9 up.
Yeah.
They've got plenty of chances, and they don't want to throw their economy away. Cryo on the way around the corners, caught by BONECOLD. And even though they decided to save, they've lost their most valuable gun already. And Derrek's been spotted, the entire team moving towards him, and it's BONECOLD again.
And he's able to dodge it.
Just about. I mean, he took some damage from it, but most of what we saw was the C's. So he's back up and at him, ready to fight into the late round. 100 Thieves maintain their advantage. The plan to tempt it. Cryo comes in onto Destrian. Asuna, adding up another angle for 100 Thieves, and there is just no way they're letting this one slip. Cryo, the man with... For him. The main one again being Cryo. He's in a good position now. That flash only barely caught him. The smoke, he's going to go through it. You know Cryo is. He might be waiting for some utility on the other side, but Twisten comes in.
Okay.
He gets ahead of the problem and deals with him. Good trade on backside. Derrek caught spraying the wall. And with that, we may just have a plant. Some utility on its way, and that's a disaster. MOLSI down, snakebite on the spike as well. That's going to slow down the re-up. And with that, Vitality, they need a pick, and there it is. Asuna down. Another angle is theirs.
Oh, ceNder's actually sat within the poison orb. This is just grotesque. He's got a player right next to him who doesn't even know he's there. He used his own utility against him.
He'd already used his anchor. There's no way he could stay aggressive like that and has to bail out. Hunter's Fury deployed. It's not going to get the lockdown.
Oh, what?
Twisten through the smoke. He had no iota where that player was. A quick scope from Cryo, and Derrek responding. They're right back into the round. This, if red could be everything for 100 Thieves. He's inside the nade. MOLSI's just gone crazy. I mean, this angle, the extra spot to play from now, they want to deal with him, but they're going to go pushing into 2 players, completely unaware, and the fights keep going Vitality's way. This is all but done in this round as Vitality hit 11. ceNder is sublime. I mean, he's counted to 100 on the other side of the map. He's on his way. And these players in front, they're going to cause a big distraction. That flash goes the wrong way, but ceNder on the flank finding his kill. That now puts some pressure on the site players. They're looking all around, and Derrek is picking up kill after kill. The flank from ceNder has to close it. He'll stop the defuse. It's halfway, and it's being stuck or wall. ceNder, 3 kills, and OT will be secure. The site push itself, and that's where Bang was on his way. Derrek there too, a seize and a spray to come in. They're trying to counter spam, and it's there for MOLSI. A wall bang onto Derrek, and the advantage now for Vitality, even more coming through, and it's a massive amount of damage done.
Oh, he's actually digged up Cryo as well. What a shot coming out of MOLSI, and the trade's coming back and forth. It's left onto Stellar. He's definitely had his moments in this game so far. 1 versus 2. Operator for Twisten as the swing comes out and the shot's not connected. They need to try and find something here, as he hasn't been able to get anything done just yet. The spam trying to get the move, and he gets both! What is that from Stellar?
Right away on this attack side, running into the operator of Cryo, who has bailed out, finally using his TP. Some sprays doing good damage. Nade, it's gonna kill him, but he's out! He's ran into them, and at least found a kill for what should have...
Nano Swarm will at least delay the rotation of Cryo for the moment, but still not gonna be the easiest thing to clear him. The spam's not working out on either side, and Cryo instead has given them a further advantage.
1 enemy remaining.
You can figure them out, you can realize where they're standing, but when you swing Cryo, man, you go down time and time again. We've seen it. BONECOLD has to clutch it out. A 1v3, the spike down, the op still waiting passively, and even a teammate there to swing on the back of it. It's Cryo that drops. BONECOLD with the advantage now. He'll grab the spike and try to swing around the back of the site, but there's only 10 seconds left. Getting that spike planted seems impossible. They'll use their utility, they'll swing, and they'll take him down. 14-12. It took an overtime, but 100 Thieves have their opponent's map pick.
I mean, we'll see what happens. But of course,
Okay.
Asuna has just thrown a spanner into the works there. It's going to be a raise coming in.
Yeah, very interesting. Again, Vitality chose to pick attack on this side, so obviously coming in with the neon, going to have the flashing, the dashing, always madness is going to be going on, so I think it's going to be...
Play from him, the rest of the team needs to follow it up with the duels.
I'm surprised ceNder manages to get away with that, and well, he doesn't for long. The defense are going to kick things off with an advantage, and the position from Cryo is fantastic. Still only going to be 1, and it does give a path back, but the rotation's much, much faster from that defense. Already a smoke down as well to slow them.
Yeah, they had 2 players closer to the spawn just to allow these quicker rotations on contact. They know their timing. They've ran this down a million times on the server, and you can see it. 100 Thieves looking clean in this pistol. The threat is Twisten, and he's dealt with quickly. 1-0. Bang spots them taking some control. Haven't given it up completely, though. Stellar's still in a good spot. That ultimate, though, completely canceling out his utility. Instead, he goes forward, rifle in hand, finds one over on the side of Bang, but with Stellar falling, we're right back into an awkward spot for 100 Thieves. They don't have site control, but they're quickly behind them in towards B main, and now, well, I guess it's Vitality that are getting pincered.
Their crossfire is almost isolated as well, and they haven't even been able to get themselves into the after plant to begin with. They had to sort of deny going for the plant, and because of that, I don't see any way of them getting back into position. They got nothing to hold on to that cross. They just need MOLSI to hit pretty much every single headshot. They're playing on an elevated angle for a second. He almost made that work.
There's a danger here for a drop play to come in on a flank. They're watching for it every so often, and Cryo managing to pick up a kill. ceNder stuck down below, no ult to play with, manages to recover a rifle now. He saw Derrek jump peek around, wasn't able to react in time, and the advantage sits with the defenders. The spike now dropped in the open, and although Stellar falls, the nade kill that he got a moment ago keeps numbers in their favor, and he's still alive, can be rezzed. Vitality, well, they look to hold out for it. A flashbang ready on the reaction. It doesn't look like it's going to be used just yet.
Making a little bit of noise around that angle. KO Knife's going to give it away as well. Bang's position is known, but they've only got 10 seconds, so they need to get a kill. And actually, the stun through from Derrek has bought enough time. This round is already over, and again, a stellar. Both times, BONECOLD is the first one to die, which just can't happen.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, this is. Ooh. Sub Rosa? Is that you? You made it into the server after all. It definitely didn't work out.
There was no need.
Straight into the floor he goes, and well, I guess Asuna still gets the kill with the nade. How is this round that's working out? The aggression of 100 Thieves. He actually didn't have any real problems other than a bit of damage to himself. BONECOLD this time lurking in the back lines. And there we go. He has moved. Just look at the defense. They're all sat here, ready and waiting. The Cosmic Divide goes through onto the site, but look at the positioning of the remaining two. Sat with him, just waiting patiently. They removed the overdrive as well. And now, again, 20 seconds left. They have no time to rotate through. They've got to try and run through the smoke.
Well, that's not going to be successful most of the time, even with the Cosmic Divide to block out Spawn. Nothing was blocking out Asuna. 4 kills for him in this round. Yet somehow the highlight...
Struggles getting into this B site. Just weren't able to make that move. Paranoia is going to slow them even further. Just held back, but Destrian does manage to get the entry. A little bit different this time around.
I like that the spray on the back of the nade. They know the player, if he's there, is going to be pushed out of position. So they spray away on the angle that they know he's going to run away to. It's perfect.
Such a loss for them early on. And again, just look at the side of the map where the entirety of the defense is. Like, even if you sometimes lose a couple of these. Oh, the stun up! That's actually going to be enough. Caught out. Because of it, he's going to lose the battle. Unable to hit the no-scope of MOLSI. Coming alive. Finally stepping up to the plate. We see the pole coming. But we have now seen the resurgence of some of those players that you need to see. And well, one of them's on your screen right now.
Well, a nice shot coming out of ceNder. That's Cryo dealt with immediately. And the spike is down up in heaven. They're starting to make their way through to the site and dealing with Stellar perfectly. Showstopper popped through and it finds a kill with Twisten down, but Asuna's left at 2 HP. Nice peek out of Bang. Okay, we might have a game on our hands in this round. 2 versus 3. Swing out of Bang gets another. This guy is on fire and Derrek's there to back him up. BONECOLD has to walk out of this with the final 2 scalps. A great position, sneaking around, but Bang was aware. The 3K. He can now try to play this a little bit more on his own.
They're already almost fully in towards the site. The fight actually just going with an even trade. Cryo forced back, but the rest of the team, look at them. They're actually divulging in from behind. Not expected and leaving Destrian almost completely surrounded, but it's the fallback from Cryo instead. The map looking as messy as it can be with players all over it at this point in time, but that's a huge fight to win for BONECOLD.
It is, but look at this late flank. There's no way he expects Cryo to be here already. A great reposition. Feels like 100 Thieves had this one locked down. Twisten caught with a flash in hand. Damage done. And it just seems to get easier and easier. Both of these players half HP, shields removed. And the time, now practically impossible, with Asuna guaranteeing it. 8 rounds on the board. Drone for 100 Thieves. It's used up right at the start of the rounds here to deny some of the control, but Vitality are happy to show their hand that they are fighting for this position. They're not winning the fight. That flash was perfect, a good return. Slow, but the nades bought them the space.
Yeah. Asuna's been able to at least deny that initial spot for a retake. Never mind. I thought for a second he might deny a nice shot from Cryo, though. Turning things back into a 2v2. A close round scenario, but Asuna's got another. It's left all onto BONECOLD. A round that they desperately need to try and steal away. Otherwise, this could be the path through towards the end of this one. Smoke going to be on. He's just trying to get anything of a semblance done, but it won't be happening. Cryo. This is interesting, though. Look at where the defense is sitting. They're going to hear all of the footsteps. They managed to bypass it, but I think Twisten's screwed.
He's got a flash and he tried to use it, but, well, they returned it. Blinding him up. Look how quickly he's here. Almost winning the race around the corner. Cryo does, as he's quickly into the B site, shutting down the rotations. Chaos for Vitality. A man behind, a plant coming through. And the kill not. Almost a punish, and although they managed to even things up, these players are scattered. They're everywhere, enough players out of their hidey holes, and it's a tap on the spike that does it, but Cryo's the one to answer, and answer he does. Derrek following up, and 100 Thieves on the verge of crushing Vitality. This could be 12-5. In fact, it's looking very likely. Destrian again needing a clutch. Oh, it's a beautiful second kill, but Bang to close it.
Off those rotations.
Well, this is it, 12-5 immediately. We're off to a flying start. Asuna I don't know how he's gotten away with that, and he's still going. And then he dropped right in front. It forces the players back. A tour de force from ceNder hasn't had an opportunity to take anybody down just yet. A nasty position, but it's the only position they've got towards. Hey, I don't believe it. They've caught him at least. They should be closing it.
Yeah, they need a miracle. They need someone to garner them some space. It's a missed shot, but he doesn't miss twice. And stunned up as well, it is done. 100 Thieves send EMEA packing on their home ground and take their way through to the grand final. A couple of teams still needing to play to find out who will meet.